Hello, 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 I'm a PaintedDog and welcome back to another episode of our City Skylines Old Water Let's Play series. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day is actually quite good. So, as you can see, we're looking at the high school. Quite a lot of students there, so I'm happy about that. Now, if you can remember from the last episode, we added in this agriculture area. It's already level 2, which is great. And we also included this residential area with a couple of policies in place. Why is it not opening? I don't know what's happening there, but okay. So I also went ahead and upgraded these roads. So you see that car, what it's doing there. I don't really want it crossing to go to this side. So what I added in a couple of junctions here. A couple of stop signs. Hopefully that slows them down enough. Because I only want these slipways for cars going to the left. Now if I had traffic manager installed, that would have been an easy fix. Just turn off the right turn from there. But now I don't have that. So I have to work out a couple of ways to do that. So one of the things that we can do, because at this stage this road to travel like this is faster than traveling through the roundabout. So what we can do is maybe upgrade a piece of this to another road type. As you can see now, that's a speed of 40, whereas the ramp has a speed of 80. So hopefully that will be enough to slow them down enough so that they will rather use this to travel across there, but not enough that they'd rather use the roundabout to travel in that direction if they're coming from the left. So I did get a bit of feedback from some of the viewers, and one of the feedback that I actually liked is was said that it was a good idea to make this a through fare at the end of the day, to turn this into a sort of a highway. I think it's actually, I'm happy about that. Hopefully we can cut that out. Turning, I don't know, traffic is weird. But for this episode, as you can see, we have a high demand for residential zoning. So I might want to zone in this area. I might use this for a type of commercial, maybe high-tech specialization. As soon as that's unlocked. There it is, 6,000. But I think for now that's good enough. So let's get this. Get the terrain out. Terrain tool. And I just want to mark out these areas. That's a bit... these big temples, you can say. I really want to use the terrain as a guideline for this. And then maybe, yeah, that would be fine. It's not too close to any of the interchanges or the junctions. This one we might have to rework, but for now I'm only using that to mark out where those areas are. So maybe one into here. Maybe something like that. I want to keep away from too many grids in the game, but then again I don't really want unused area. We might have to change some things around, but I think for now we can get away with some grid areas. See, that's a bit too low. 90-degree angle right there, that's good. And then maybe something like that in there. Let's get the terrain up again. Terrain tool. And something like that. We can trim that back. It's not the most efficient layout, I'll give that. But to get a bit more organic view of organic layout, I think that will work quite okay. We keep an eye on traffic, but I don't see it getting too bad along here. Yeah, I'll leave that like that. I won't zone on this, but we can plant a couple of trees in here, maybe a footpath. I think a footpath would look quite nice through here. So let me take off the road guidelines. Let's curve that around. Lose some zoning there, but I think that's okay. Get that connected up like that. I don't want that happening. And then something like that. As I said, I'm not going for the best efficiency at the end of the day. I just want a city that looks natural. Natural development. And something you would see in your own town. Ay ay ay. Okay, that won't work. But let me know. I won't bore you with all of this. Let me get this in, and then we can start zoning. And we are done with the road of a pathway layout for this area. As you can see, I place in a bicycle pathway going along here and connecting up to this road as well. So hopefully we'll get a couple of cyclists using that. So let's go into this. We don't have any additional roads unlocked yet, so I'm gonna leave it dirt roads for now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it dirt roads until we unlock some of these roads, and then we might get a couple of bicycle paths going through here. I think that will be quite nice. So with this, let's get a bit of zoning in here. I don't really want to zone off of these avenues yet. Maybe later on, but for now, I'm just going to leave it. You can see here I did zone commercial on this, but it's not directly from a highway. So yeah, I think for now that would be fine. Do a bit of zoning right there. And maybe a little in here as well. I want people using or not driving too far to get to a shop. In here we might have to do it, but for now that's okay. So let me get a couple of buildings zoned. Just want to zone so that they can connect with the facility, where utilities can connect. And as I said, I don't want to zone off of that yet, so hopefully this will be okay. And now we can take out this and get a couple of trees going. For that that's fine. Let's take this area. Get a couple of trees in here and some shrubs. And people are already using the bicycle pathway. That's great to see. Let's get a couple of rocks in here as well. Really love placing these. I don't really like placing those, but I like seeing the rocks. It's weird, I know, but yeah. These are huge. Let's get a bit of ground cover in. Some more trees. Don't necessarily have to be the same as the entire map. But I think that's fine. Using these. Let's get a couple of these in as well. Just for a pop of color. Don't really want to go tropical here. A couple of bamboos. Won't hurt. Can do the same with this one over here. I think that would be great. Now this area, as I said, and maybe this area as well, I'm going to turn those into nature parks. What do I call it? Nature reserves. And I actually want to build up a zoo in here as well. Not necessarily this area, but in this city, this town, I really want to build up a thing. So yeah, you already yelled at me. Because I forgot the water piping. I actually wanted to do that off screen as well. But hey, now you can sit here and laugh at me for my stupidity. I'm not doing this. Or basically ever doing this as I should. Then up to there. Up to there. Okay, that's just a pathway, so I can connect that up. And let's connect that as well. So they are not happy because there's no electricity, but that will get sorted out shortly. These ones are already connected, which is great. Let's get a bit of this. And maybe a little bit of commercial there as well. So let's speed this up so that can get zoned or built up. And they are connected now through there, which is great. Now for these weird areas I want to do just manual zoning like this. Just until they are filled up, and then we can do something. Basically block zoning. Yeah, get a small building in there as well. And then we can go something like that. You are probably screaming at me right now, but hey, this is the way I like to play it. Okay, just relax, just relax. This will be done shortly. Bigger one there, and let's leave that one for now. Hopefully we'll get a couple of small buildings in there. Okay, is all the weird areas built up? Not yet. We're a busy town, 4,000, so we just unlocked the other zoning options or road options. What did I pause that? That's one of the reasons why for previous playthrough I said I'm not allowed to pause, because I tend to pause for everything. That can be a bit tiresome at times, because you don't really want to see a game paused. Bit more zoning. Hopefully that will be okay. Let's head on over to this side. And let's see. We need more workers here. How's the traffic doing? 93, not too bad. Just need to keep an eye on this, because this might get a bit busy, especially later on. Then we can maybe convert this or move some things around. But with that in mind, let's amp up production, shall we? Let's add in a flour mill in there. And maybe a cattle shed. We'll leave those for silos. Cattle sheds there. Now we need more crops. Get a couple of extra crops in here. Crop fields in here. I don't want cotton, let me get wheat. You can be corn. You can be potatoes. And let's get another wheat in there. Hopefully that will be okay. Okay, we just reached level 3. So we have a lemonade factory, a milking parlor, medium crop fields. Already people working that, so I don't really want to demolish it. A couple of extra areas zoned here. And let's do the same over here. Those areas are built up. That one's still not built up, so I'm not going to zone there yet. Want the buildings to get built and then we can zone. Okay. So let's quickly pull up the terrain view again. Let's quickly see. Can we get a fire helicopter depot? We can. So you know what? For the fire helicopter depot, I'm really tempted to place it in here. I think that might be an idea. Let's get this road up and extend it to about there. And let's place a fire helicopter depot in there. Now that's 1,400 upkeep per week, but I think that would be a good addition. So let's get that running. We have a helicopter right there. Are you going to take off close to water so they can get the water, and then they can extinguish this as well? Great. And now we have that. We just slow this down a bit. So for the last thing for this episode, let's get the nature reserve going. So we first need to do the zoning. Strawberry Garden. I don't think that's an appropriate name for this. But if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comment section below. Okay, do you want... Let's get this road extended. Let's use a dirt road. I think that would be nice. Get that extended like that. Get the main gate going. Great, so now we have a side gate, tents, campsite, fires and everything. So let's go in here. Let's get a parking lot. A couple of these in. These ones I made in the... I think it's an asset manager or something like that. Content creator or something like that. But yeah, those are custom parts I created. So let's see, where do we want to add in a couple more gates? Let's extend that over to there. We can add in a gate on that side. Side gate, right. You know what, let's move you up to about there. See if we can squeeze in another parking lot right there. Yeah, that's good. And do we extend this road from here? Just a little bit. Something like that. And then we can place it in wrong area. That's good. I think that will be fine for now. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of this. Get a couple of pathways going. And as I said, I want to preserve the natural beauty of this area, so I don't really want to demolish any boulders or anything like that. So let's try and keep this neat and tidy, hey? Trees demolished, that's a given if you want to create these pathways. But I don't really want to have too many open areas or bold, what areas you want to call it. That looks a bit weird. But let's get... I don't want to demolish that, I want to build from there. Okay, so let's have a quick sneak peek. Let's add in a couple more pathways here. And let's see if we can do something with this. Yeah, that's okay. Couple of tents in here. Campfires. It's right next to that boulder. That would be okay. Another one there. And can we get one in there? That's good. Now we need a camping site next to this as well. Don't want to delete that folder, so hopefully that would work. Ah, I think this will look quite okay. So nothing over there. Get a couple of campfire sites in there. And maybe a tree right in the center. That's a bit of a fire hazard. I think that's a bit better. Chances of that thing catching fire is a bit smaller. And in a couple of picnic tables as well. Definitely need log storage. How can we forget an outhouse? Let's grab the pathways. Come on, come on, come on. Can we sneak you in there? Not really. This side. Okay, so the outhouse is going to be right here. I will use those later on. Get a couple of canoes placed right here. A couple of folding chairs. A couple of these bad boys. That's a weird looking bird. And nature reserve signs. Oh dear, we can't get closer than that. Can't even see if it's the right way around, so that's why I'm placing it like that. Just to make sure that if it's wrong, then we can still see. I think a well right there would be fine. And one here as well. Yeah, I think that's quite lovely. Hopefully the citizens will think so as well. So we need 500 citizens. We have more than enough entertainment. So maybe for the next two... Yeah, maybe the next two levels. I think you might be fed up at screaming at me for this, for the same reason every single time. Okay, so we need to get power to this side. I'm just going to do something like that. Hopefully that connects up. Okay, that's connected. And for this, let's go into policies and let's do everything. So our weekly profit took a bit of a nosedive, but that's okay. And lastly, let's get a bit of bicycle lanes in here. Some of the buildings might get destroyed, but that's okay. It's a sacrifice I am willing to make. Name of movie. As I said, this isn't the most efficient road layout, but it will do for now. I want a bit more organic road layout. Let's add in pathways that got destroyed. That's still a-okay. Can we sneak one in here? Still strange that it connects like that sometimes. Yeah, I think that's a nice start to our... or nice start. A nice addition to our city. We have a bit more residents. And our cash flow is going up now, which is great. And it's diving again. Let's take a quick peek at this. We'll work on that in the next episode. Take a quick peek at this. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. It might be a bit longer than usual, but I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio!